It's a free motorhome. Absolutely free. I mean, the tires actually don't look too bad. Hey, honey, someone's giving away a free motorhome. Big old Halloween spider right there. Look at him. Look over, touch him. There he goes. This is the adventure of trying to get rid of our free motorhome. Ooh, there's another one. Well, that looks like the lady one right there. I probably just saved that dude's life. She would have ate that rascal right after, you know. Give it away for free. Somebody will take it, right? Right there. Breaker 19. Breaker 19, what's your 20?
Yeah, put some air in it. This side's got a lot more crackage.
Like, people don't realize what you're getting into, all right? This thing is, yes, it runs. I mean, hopefully. It's been a while. Tires are cracked. It's got issues. The roof leaks, of course. That's why we have all the tarps on here. I had to put tarps on it every year to keep it from leaking, because it would leak in here. Just, you know, tarps on it all summer, bakes in the sun, they crack, they leak. Got to put new tarps on. But got it disconnected from the house. I got a guy coming out today to pick it up. I kind of had to interview people, you know, like, this guy's a mechanic. He knows motorhomes. I guess he has like a junk removal business. I said, well, this thing's free, right? Like, I'm not paying you to remove it here. And he's like, oh yeah, no. So anyway, yeah, this will be interesting. 2 gas tanks, this one and that one. This is a smaller one. That's the bigger one. And there's a switch under here, and there's a weird dual fuel pump that I had to replace at least once. It goes through fuel filters as well. But yeah, so we got it cleaned out. Look at this. This is I mean, an apartment this size in downtown Seattle would run you about between 17 and 2 grand. So, I mean, just the fact that you got this, it's got a shower. I mean, we didn't have hot water. We had water for a while, and then rats chewed the pipes, and that became an issue. We have these were, batteries are going dead in those. Bathroom. I had to take out this fan thing here. We put a piece of cardboard because it was a problem. Cold in the winter. Hey, Jade came to visit. So yeah, the furnace in this thing is awesome. So this has got a LP gas furnace, and we took this thing up sledding in the mountains, and it was amazing. It kept us all nice and toasty warm while, you know, we went up sledding, and we come back to the motorhome here. Didn't have to have it running. Just this thing takes 3 batteries. It's from 1979. It's got the old CB radio right here, which is pretty cool. It's got a Smoky on your tail. You copy? You copy? Hey, this on? Right there. Got the old dual cassette player. Ooh, is there a cassette in there? Look at that. No, there's not. No cassette in there. This is the rear view camera. So we had a rear view camera. So I back it up and I could see out the back with this little device here. I bought this like, geez, when we got this thing, I know, 07, I can't remember, 08. These are transmission controls. That's pretty cool. Engine coolant level, temperature. I remember we drove this thing up the pass. Yeah, up Stevens Pass, and it started getting hot. We had to pull over. A little light came on. It's like, hey, getting hot. Temperature gauge for the tranny. And yeah, gonna miss the old thing. A lot of memories. But yeah, the roof obviously leaked. There's some rot up here. These air conditioners work. We went camping. I mean, we used them in the summer. A few years ago, I turned them on, and they crank the cool, man. I guess I still got that old Freon in there or something. One in the back, one up here. The whole thing is 20 amp, So it's got receptacles when you plug it into the wall. And it's got a huge Onan generator. Beastly generator. I gotta show you the generator. This thing is it's a pig fuel-wise, but it is a workhorse. We had storms that knocked our power out. We're on the end of the grid here. When the power goes out in our city, they usually get to us last, which sucks because we're like at the end of the grid, right? Anyway, this thing kept us going for like a week. We could power, you know, through big 12 gauge extension cords through the windows and ran our refrigerator, you know, a cooktop skillet thing, space heater. Also the neighbors, I'm like, hey neighbor, I got another outlet in the front I can throw a cord over for you. This thing, awesome. But it used a lot of fuel. For example, when we had that first storm and it was out for a week and a half, I drove the Chevy Sonic. I was driving Uber and Lyft. I drive that thing all day on the same amount of gas that this used. I would drive that car. Either that's how efficient that car is or how much of a pig this is. This would go through, I want to say 4 or 5 gallons a day. Just gonna put this hose back up here. We disconnected the fuel line and I just put a big gas can under here. Put tarps around it so no one would see it. Hey, there's Jade. Hey, Jade. Jade's hanging out with me today, apparently. And so yeah, I disconnected it from the gas tank on the rig because that fuel is old and it's cumbersome to try and fill that tank up when I could just knock a 5-gallon gas can underneath it. It was a lot easier to fill, take to the gas station. Easy peasy. Can't do this with one hand. There we go. And yes, it looks like some gross rats made a nest and hung out in here when it was warm, apparently. Ugh. Also, I had to disconnect sidebar. Had to disconnect the pooper. That was not fun, I tell you what. Our hookup. Had this hookup, actually. These were vents that I tried to run heat into here, and I made a vent in here and all that, and it just wasn't getting warm enough, so I covered those up. But that is, yeah. This is not a fun experience. Disconnecting that, because it's sort of a trap, you know, keep the air from coming from the sewer into here. I made sort of a trap, but it's a long trap, and a lot of gross was caught in the long trap as it goes down, right? Flush pushes out, and it was disgusting. But the things you deal with in motorhome life. Dumping the tank.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
And it's been a few hours. The guy is officially 3 hours late. So, geez, can't give this thing away. You know what I'm saying? I called the guy early this morning. I said, you coming? He said, here's the weird thing. It sounded like he was still in bed. But he's like, who is this? You know, he's like, hey, what? Who is this? And I'm like, it's Russ. So you're coming to get the motorhome? He's, oh, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm sitting in traffic. So this is Facebook Marketplace. We put the ad on and stuff. And according to his information, he's like 2 hours away. It's a drive. And it's been 3 hours, so... Yeah, you can put it in Waze, you know, the traffic data. Yeah, it's about 2 hours, 20 minutes, is how long it should take for that drive. And so I called him back. I said, hey, man, you still coming? I got voicemail. Called back again. I got voicemail. Called back a third time, and I said, hey, if I don't hear from you in an hour, I'm going to call the next person on the list. There was 2 guys that had a trailer that would come get it. And some people offered us money. So, I don't know, though. It's just, I just want it off my freaking property. I get another interested party. And, you know, he left some messages. I thought, all right, this guy seems legit. Come on over. A big red flag with this guy, though, is he had no mechanical skills, and he was going to bring a mechanic, but he was adamant on driving the thing from here to Kent. That's like South Puget Sound. We're like North Puget Sound. So, I mean, it's obviously not in the greatest condition. Is it roadworthy? I don't know. Probably. When we got it, it was a little nerve-wracking driving it up and over and down the mountains. Driving it down the pass, that was that was a nail biter, I tell you what. I got videos. Again, I'll put a link if I can find it in the description. What are you doing, Jade? Gonna miss the motorhome? Huh? Is that what you're up to? All right, so the dude called me last night, said he was gonna be here between 10 and 11. It's now 11:30. Just talked to him on the phone. They said they're on their way. They got lost. It's like, we sell stuff on offer up in Marketplace, and there's people come here all the time. It's not that hard to find. But while I've been waiting, I thought, hey, why not pop this open? And this hasn't been opened in years. Oh, yes. This is the hood. That's where the engine compartment is. This is for checking the tire pressure, the back dualies. Let's see. All right, well, I needed 2 hands for that. Here's what we got going on. Still got the distributor. Just wanted to make sure critters haven't chewed anything up here. Gross. A lot of mouse poops and such. Alternator, I believe I changed that up since we've had the vehicle. There's the old carburetor. Double barrel.
One eternity later.
Oh, Theo.
God,
How's it going, man?
pretty good.
This is he's showed
thank
up.
you so much.
All right. So
This
yeah,
has
we're
been
gonna.
a journey from hell.
Yeah, it's been a thing.
I mean, this
for
whole
sure.
thing has been a.
Taking a minute. So yeah, we'll try and get this thing started. I mean, again, I haven't cranked it up in like 5 years or more.
This is pretty wide, isn't it? I mean, inside it seems a lot wider than it does from the outside appearance.
Yeah, it's about 10 feet wide, something like that. It's basically built on a truck body, so these parts are pretty easy to get. I never had a problem getting parts for, like, you know, starter. I bought an alternator for it, stuff like that. But yeah, it may need 2 batteries. I think we can get away with 1. I'm not sure. I think the fuel pump may run off the coach has its own electrical system.
Okay.
This is voltage regulator. Back before they put them in the alternators. All right, so here we go.
You got 3 batteries for this
Yeah,
thing?
it takes 3 batteries. What was your name again?
Clint.
Clint. I'm Russ. And so yeah, I've got 1 battery. 1 battery should run the rig, but again, if it's got that extra electronic fuel pump that somebody added, and when it went out, I had to replace it because it wouldn't run. This thing wouldn't run very well without it. It does have its own fuel pump, but it's not adequate. It needs, so 1 battery runs the engine, 1 battery runs the coach, and 1 battery down there, you get like a little motorcycle battery or something like that, that'll fire up the generator.
Okay.
So that's what that 3rd battery's for. It's not necessary for this trip. I'm not sure if it needs a 2nd battery just based on the fuel pump.
So this
That
is
electronic
the
fuel
start
pump
battery
may
down
be
here?
on the other circuit, but I can't remember. We'll figure it out.
This looks
That's
like
yeah, that's for the alternator. And these 2 run the coach and the engine. Yeah. Clouds are moving in. We're up against the clock. Fire. This starter don't look good. very, very little. All right. Yep. Let's come to this. Let's see how well this engine turns over. Alright. Got a seized engine or what? Oh yeah, look at that. Easy peasy. Thing turns right over. That's a beautiful thing. That's a good. It's a good sign. Spin it 1 revolution helps lubricate a little bit before we fire it up. Also, hopefully, keep us from burning up that old starter. Check out these belts. I mean, the belts don't look too bad. At least that one don't look too bad. Water pump. I don't know. Too bad. Okay, so while Clint and Theo run to the parts store and get some fuel filters, this brought a light in here. We're gonna eventually see if this thing fires up. Just like nasty. I'm surprised there's nothing dead under here. There's jury's still out underneath this guy here. I mean, it's a good thing that the AC technology has developed over the years. 1979. AC disconnected, of course. Died before I owned it. This thing never had AC hooked up to it since I've had it. When I bought it for $2,000 back in, geez, 09, 08, can't even remember. All right, so the key didn't work. When I tried to turn over the ignition, it didn't get nothing. So either the ignition was bad or the solenoid on the starter was bad. So I decided to diagnostically check some other things. All right, the sun is back. My children, let us pray. All right. Gonna have to roll the old air compressor out here. Anybody want to bet, take any guesses on tire pressure? What do you think? 60, 80, 90, 100? What do you think tire pressure is on this? I know it. Guess. Vacuum hose look like it looks like this thing is just disabled. Unless it goes into the manifold somewhere. I'm sure it's fine. There's a door card, 90 PSI cold for the tires. Manufactured in Riverside, Southwind in 1978. Coolant levels. Yeah, this has not been opened in a while. Jeez. How's that seal look? Not too bad. Not too shabby. Yeah, it's got a hose on it. Interesting setup. Alright, we got this. I'm not sure what that does. It's interesting. Got some extra sound system technology. And of course, it's raining again. It's great. Oh. A little bit of rubber crackage on that. Yeah. Throttle body. All right. fuel pump turning over. Come on. Well, it's not turning over.
Huh?
It's not turning over. All right, so disconnected this from the tank access up there. And this one goes directly into the pump itself on the inside here. And it pushes fuel up into the rig. That's how we're gonna do it. Be careful with these vacuum lines. That's an interesting way of closing this up. Pair of pliers. So yeah, the fuel line comes from the electronic fuel pump into this monstrosity here. There's another fuel filter. Not sure. Coil. Hopefully that's functional. Distributor cap.
Oh, this is the thing too.
And wires. I mean, this duct tape on here is probably not a problem, right? All right, so that's what's going on with that. My thinking behind this is because this rig has 2 fuel tanks and it has a switch. A switch that tells you where to flip the switch to change the fuel tanks. I can remember where that is. Fuel tanks, yep. Main, auxiliary. So that's how that works. So it looks like it might just start up with this one battery and run. Looked like the blinkers were kicking on. Find that out when we get it going. Time to check the oil. This is gonna be fun. This is one long dipstick, tell you what. That. Oh yeah, still full. Still full like I left it. Can you see that? It's got the oil cooler, tranny cooler. It's like somebody added that guy at some point. Interesting. How about the old tranny fluid? It looks like this is a sensor, and this is where the tube is going down to the transmission. That's interesting. And odds are that's what this puppy does. Right there. Is there a stick on it? Well, I'll be dang. I just pulled that thing off. There is a stick on it. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's got full. Yeah, it's got a measurement marking right there, Russ. Full. It's got a little floater on it. That's pretty snazzy as well. It's like these vehicles nowadays. You hold this for 15 seconds and it'll tell you if your oil level's right, coolant level's right. I'm confused. I don't know. Here's a 1979 EVAP, right? Got the emissions route that. Sure. That's how you do it right there. All right, so this isn't good. I discovered this. Was just kind of hanging out, not bolted in. That's great. That's great right there. So you're gonna have to find what happened to that nut. So I don't see it. So where you gotta climb up and under. And then these 2 points here, don't touch the exhaust pipe because that'll fry something out. These 2 points here need to touch like that. See that? That's here. That's the starter. That's how we do it. Okay. Anyway, it's not pulling fuel. Let's switch it. Maybe it's on the wrong switch. Push this other switch over. There we go. Fuel tanks. Try that one. There's the switch. Now let's see what it does. And it stopped. That's not good.
One thing here that like goes
Okay,
on.
they go. Yeah, I think that's the solenoid.
There's one.
Do you see the 2 screws where I showed you? There's a one on the top, and one on the bottom. There's one right below.
Yeah.
And you put that screwdriver on there, arc them together. Don't touch it. Don't
Let's
touch
see
yourself.
something here. One. The problem is I can't get over here at that angle.
There you go. Okay, now you gotta hold it against it. I'm gonna turn the key over. You ready?
Hold on.
Pumping fuel? Do you see fuel coming through here? Okay, I'll try it again. I see some fuel coming through. Looks like it's trying to pull fuel. Oh, hold on, I gotta get the keys over. Hold on, okay. Go ahead. Again. Hold on. That fuel up in there. Come on, baby. Stop. Don't let her do that. Careful.
Huh?
Careful. It's pulling fuel, it feels like.
Hey, once it started, do I have to still hold it?
No. Once it starts, you let go.
Okay.
It's not pulling fuel, man. Come on, dude. Auxiliary. Pulling fuel. burning off or something. There he comes. Running off fuel on the other tank. Weird. Oh yeah, we got an oil burn off of there. Wow. How's the old brakes doing? My inverter down there. Great, that doesn't look good. Alright, pump it up a little bit. Neutral. Little splash back there. Hold on a second, buddy. There it is. Scared me. We got this tree in the way too. Yeah, we can get up here a little bit. Might be a little more room, huh? Jeez. Position these tires. This thing out the way. Come on, you. Yeah, it sounds like it wants to die again, don't it?
Yeah. Please don't get me under there while we're still there. It's kind of tight.
See if it'll move forward. Keep an eye on this guy.
Huh?
Keep an eye on this puppy.
I got that. When you start to go, I pick it up.
Alright, we don't want to hit that tree over there either. Van either. What was that? Alright. Well, I'll back my van out here. Alright, so I don't always record everything. The phone battery was starting to turn out on me, and these guys were getting on my last nerve. The motorhome wasn't running right. Carburetor had issues. It wouldn't stay running. And so crawling up underneath it with a screwdriver to start it. Brake lights didn't work. So this guy, you know, I'm like, listen, Theo, you're not driving this home tonight. You're not taking this 40 miles down I-5. That's not going to happen. It's not safe. It won't keep running. You're going to have to put gas in it again. And the guy just didn't have, like, he didn't say what he said at the beginning. The reason I invited him out here in the first place. Well, I have my tow truck driver on standby, right? So that's why I just called it. Like, okay, this isn't going to happen tonight, all right? So go ahead and call your tow truck guy and he can tow this thing. And he says, oh, well, how much is that going to cost? And I go, Well, you should have worked that out. You said he had a tow truck on standby. Like, it's going to cost probably $1,000 to tow it to... It's a Class A motorhome. It's not a small vehicle. Like, it needs a big truck. And he left. So, him and his mechanic. That was another thing. His mechanic, Clint, he comes out, you know, he crawls underneath the motorhome. He changed the fuel filters for me, you know, because I told him it needed fuel filters. You guys want to try and get this thing running? We can try and get this thing running. And then he decided he didn't want to, or that's what Theo said. I walk out to the car where he's sitting because I need two people to watch. One to watch the gas tank, right? Because I have that clear hose coming into it. I need to know if it's drawing fuel. I need Theo under there with a screwdriver, and I need to turn the key, right, to start this thing. And he's not going to do it. So Theo says he's not going to do it. He's mad at me. And I'm like, whatever. So I go walk over to the car, and he's kind of like this. Like, he's just, you know, and I thought, you know, I think the guy is, I don't know. Like, I don't know for sure, but it looked like, to me, like he was high, all right? So I don't know where these guys came from or what their plan was, but they probably planned on getting this thing going. They had no idea or mechanical skills too much. I mean, it took the guy 2 hours to put in 2 fuel filters that are like right, easy to access. And so I just said, you guys, you got to get out of here, all right? If you don't have access to a tow truck, I'm going to move on to the next person. And he's like, well, if you're going to be that way. I'm like, dude, I need this thing off my property, like ASAP. So I'm moving on to the next person. They're on their way. And they did. They came a little later on in that evening. And here's the video. Hi, Dana.
Oh, you got okay.
We're coming to look at the rig.
This direction.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff.
Hi there.
And
Christy.
Christy.
Hello.
It's good to meet you. Okay, so they took a look at it and they walked through the motorhome and they thought, because they were going to fix it up, you know, and like maybe drive around next summer, kind of work on it. And they said, no, this is too much. This is too much work. We're going to have to pass. They were saying because they were going to tow it to their house, which is about a $600 tow bill. That's from here in Everett to Marysville, which is about, I don't know, 15 miles away, 10 to 15 miles away. It's not that far. But yeah, that's how much it costs to tow that thing that far, is $600. So they looked at it and said, that's not worth $600. Sorry, we're out. I'm like, okay, all right, I understand. They said they would pray for us, so that was nice. So on to contestant number 3.
Yeah, so that's how I got fuel in here. I put this back together. This is how we did the generator. And now I'm going to try and put that guy back. Okay, so this is what this guy did today. And I don't know why he added extra hose to it, because it's going to kind of rattle around under here, which isn't great. So if it was me, I would tie this up somewhere, you know, some zip ties or something, keep it from rattling around. There's that. There's the old electronic fuel pump I put in a while back. It's a beautiful thing.
All right, so there's a random cat in here. Whose cat are you? That's weird. Who are you? What are you doing under my motorhome? Neighborhood cats. Weird. Where'd that random cat go? That's really weird. So now I'm on my way to Lowe's to get this nut for the this guy that just worked itself loose under the motorhome. I don't know how long that's been like that. Yeah, this nut, I found this nut and it was just basically the threads were gone. The nut was kind of long and the threads were just gone. All right, so that's not a great thing. So I'm gonna have to find a nut at Lowe's and a lock washer and all that good stuff, so I can put this back on the old jalopy out there, the old 79 classic motorhome. At this point in the story, I have decided I'm no longer going to give this away for free. We're going to change the ad. I'm putting money into it. I've already put time into it because people don't show up on time. I've taken time off work to do this, and I'm going to have to buy stuff, all right? I'm going to get this thing running, vice grip garage style, and I'll even drive it. I'm not driving at 150, 700 miles. No. If it's even 100 miles, not going to happen. Also, Derek usually changes the tires on these things. This thing's got cracked tires. I don't have the luxury of changing the tires. I have some experience with driving on cracked tires, so I'm fairly confident we'll be all right. Let's see how it goes. Quick stop at the wrecking yard. Grab me a new battery. Look at that. Well, it's new to me anyway. I'm gonna put it in the jalopy here.
Jalopy is a noun meaning an old, decrepit, or unpretentious automobile.
Oh yeah, pouring in that sweet petrol. Working my phone while being around flammable fumes. Not worried about it. It'll be fine. It's okay. There's the commode. Light switch. All right, we're gonna see if we can get her started again. I'm gonna use some of this stuff, as I did before. It comes with a absolutely free upper cylinder lubricant. That's pretty good. That's a little bonus, right? Yeah, it's gonna need the lubricating. It's gonna need it. You know what I'm saying? I built a little switch right here. See this? Turn her over. Get that fuel pump Okay. Well, I found out a problem. This guy's leaking. That's not good. Wonder if it's cracked. I might have to cut it off or replace it. Well, I'm glad I found that out before a little sparkage caused a fire. You know, fire extinguisher would probably be a good thing to have up in here, right? But look at this, it's like, yeah, I think it's just cracked. Great. No worries. Easy peasy fix. I mean, hopefully we have enough hose. Stuck on there, baby. There we go. Cut that off. A little bit of heart surgery here on the upper aorta. A little bit of cardiology on the old motorhome here. A little bit of cardiology. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that a Good Charlotte album? Some of the punk purists would hate me for liking Good Charlotte, but what can I say? I like that poppy punk stuff. You know, this is just cracked and came apart because it's old. Yeah, it's gonna make the stretch. It'll be fine. Okay. I mean, sometimes a fella's just gotta get some ingenuity with a box knife. and a screwdriver. I smell gas. It's not unusual. And tighten this down. And there it is. Feels nice and tight, not going anywhere. Yeah, yeah. So James Hetfield would say, yeah, yeah, yeah. There we are. Okay, so if you're keeping score at home, we got carburetor. I just fixed that. This bypasses the ignition because the starter solenoid's not working. I had to reach under there with a screwdriver and arc it, get it going. So this is a quick fix. And we got the key on. Oh, there goes the pump. You hear that electric fuel pump? And hit start. Oh, yeah. You hear that baby fire right up, huh? Oh, yeah. Beautiful thing. Oh, yeah. It's just running all by herself now. Look at that. Yep. Pull this tarp off so I can see and pull it forward. See what happens. Old Braven Metals. Thank God for Braven Metals. $30 with a core. Oh, and look at the weather today. Look at that. The eyes of the Lord are smiling upon this next contestant. But before I do that, I'm gonna switch her off real quick because she's just sitting here, probably using about a gallon of gas. Burning off some steam over the years. She runs though. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah. Definitely gonna have to squeegee that. Got the old tire filler upper device, but how do you check the air in these here wheels? This how do you do that? A little homage to Justin. Anyway, this is how this comes off here. It's got a little spindle thing on here that goes, uh-oh, well, that's not great. Oh, it's just a little rusty, I think. It's coming. Come on, you. Give it a little more English. That little doodad there. And then this guy just comes off. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that guy right there. Look at that big old dude. Hey, buddy. Touched it. Cold PSI 70. 70 PSI cold. Check that out. Wow. When I checked this inside tire, it was at like 67. That's 10 years of sitting here. These truck tires are pretty good. Good old Matco. Who says I don't buy nothing off the tool trucks? All right, my air filler upper tire machine comes with a cobweb remover. One of these. All right. This is quite nice, actually. Look at this. Here's its sarcophagus. This is where it's been laying for the last decade. Ah, look at that. Look at that. That one works too. Look at that. I think these are just running lights. They didn't have to turn on the corner back at 79 apparently. Nobody thought of that being a safety feature. Quite yet. Yeah, look at that. There you go. Beautiful. So, contestant number 4 is not. I mean, the guy's been stringing me along for 3 days now, again. And, yeah, today, he's supposed to be here at 9. Supposed to be here at 3. And then he says, what, 7? It's just not happening. I'm too nice. I need this thing gone, like ASAP. All right, so it's been 8 days since we originally tried to give away the motorhome for free, and now contestant number 5 is supposed to be here. I've got like 3 people lined up who it sounds like they'll come out and look at it. This guy said he'd be here in an hour. Will he? We will soon find out. I mean, the whole backyard has been turned upside down so far. Here's our, check that out, it's pretty cool. Anyway. Chicken! Chicken! Gas cans laying around. I got my jack over here. Oh, I left this out. That's great. And yeah, just leave that on the ground, Russ, overnight. That's smart. Anyway, I gotta put this back on there. I backed it back in here. I had to cut those. I cut these with that so that I could back this thing up because the branches were like hanging up over here on this tree. This tree was here when I parked it, by the way. It's not that old. I mean, we did have one branch that was coming through the front bumper that I had to cut off. It actually did grow through this front bumper. That's how long it was sitting. Prospect number 5 is here. Cool. At least I got a text. Hey, man.
How you doing?
Good, good. Greg.
Yeah, I'm the one.
Hey.
The only.
All right, so here's Greg. I'm going to show him how to work the generator because when it's cold, like if it's been sitting for a season, there's a trick to it. There's a little switch on the dash that's not hooked up. I used this starting point last time. You hold this down and it'll like crank, you know, and eventually it starts. Check the oil. There's a dipstick up here somewhere. But yeah, this thing is awesome. That's one thing I'll miss about it. But, you know, that's how it goes.
I don't intend to use it, to tell you the truth.
Okay, cool. Wait for power to
Shore
go out,
power
you
is
know.
the plan
There you
for
go.
the foreseeable future.
There you go. Close
It
this
has a
up.
tow hitch on it.
It does.
That's real
It has
ambitious.
So we just did the paperwork, and Greg and I are gonna drive this thing to Duval. This is gonna be a blast. I gotta finish this video with style, man. We're gonna take the tarps off it, drive it around the block first. Gotta get gas too. I'm pretty confident. I'm feeling lucky. I'm feeling like I've driven this thing miles and miles before. I tell you what.
Must be feeling lucky.
I'm sure it'll be fine. So what's cool is the whole top of it's steel. It's got a steel cage that's holding everything up, which makes me feel confident in walking around on top of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to take this thing to the drive-in back. We still have the drive-in and put chairs up there and watch movies. That's how I did this, because it gets windy, and this is a pallet. It's a plastic pallet, and I put rock on there, and this keeps it from blowing around. Oh, this other tarp's gonna need to be replaced. Okay. There's a rip in it over here. Dang it. But yeah. So far there's this. God dang woodpeckers! I tell you what, pecking on my house. That's not good. Yep. Unhooking her so she's not too taut up here. So that guy was here. Make sure I'm recording now. This is for cars, you know? It's like anyway, this has a luggage rack. And so if you just put the tarps over this, the water would pool inside the luggage rack. Right. So that's why I put these boards and stuff up here. And then I put foam on them because the edges with the wind would like wear holes in it. So that's what that's for.
All right, I see what you're getting at.
And that keeps it, keeps everything flowing downhill and the water coming off it and all that stuff. So I got to put my foot a little too close to this guy here. Nice and dry up here. Pretty dry underneath it, except for this part. Ooh, that's why it's dripping. There was a television antenna right here. All right, these were something I bought that I never installed. So that'll be fine. Oh yeah, tarps removed. Almost seaworthy. Almost seaworthy up here. This is the vent for the cooker, the food cooking apparatus. LP gas exhaust. That's what that does. Another piece of that. Yep. Are the tabs up to date? Not quite. A little bit late. That'll be all right. Keep an eye on that high wire up there.
Will do.
I got to practice my high wire stunts on that, so I don't want the motorhome catching on it.
Right? All right, here we go.
All right. Oh, she's a beaut. Nice. Nice. Here we go. Nobody coming. She rides Sunday. Again. Sunday's a good day to do this, isn't it? It's on the road. Oh, she went into second. Gorgeous. I'm gonna try and, oh god, that's a hard turn. I'm a little worried because up here in the corner is a fire station / police station. So it's fine. Lady Luck loves us. We'll make it. Problem. Oh, the back tires feel it all the way around. That's wonderful.
Thump it, thump it, thump it up.
There we go. Let's take this turn. Oh yeah. This is where I was a little worried. I popped when I pulled it out the first time. I popped. I had to put a bolt on the shock absorber because a bolt popped out. The nut popped off it. When I first started it and was trying to move it around,
Yeah, it seized up.
it just broke off. Like the nut was so stripped out or whatever, it just popped out, and then the shock absorber came off. So I had to put a new bolt on there. So that's been rebuilt.
Minty.
Thing I had to do to get it seaworthy. I'm sure the neighbors are like, "Oh, there goes another meth lab. Look at that."
So please blow up at the neighbor's house, not mine. Heisenberg rides again.
There it is. It's wonderful. Wonderful. old seaworthy classic motorhome. 1979. AC/DC Highway to Hell.
I thought this was a Class A.
Yeah, it is classic. That's the biggest one, eh? I don't know that well. Be honest with
C
you. I think it's last time I looked it up, it was a Class A.
We still have our coat.
We're good.
There we go, we got it. Driving
Oh.
the school bus. Oh, we got the red light. Sweet.
Well, we'll get the 0 to 60 time.
As long as she stays freaking idling and stuff, that's great. I should have put a new distributor on it. It probably doesn't
The light's
anyway.
quick.
I think it's like,
These
I was
guys,
like, I probably could have made that.
we don't want to be here, buddy. Trust me. Don't be in front of us.
All right, here we go. Speaker off real quick. It's on your side, isn't it?
I don't remember.
Right, we've successfully docked at the gas station. Turn it off. It's 2 gas tanks.
Maybe I'm in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's this one here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna make it. No worries.
No worries.
Back it up just a little bit. Look at how the shock absorber is doing on this side. This side's a little dirty. Not gonna lie. 479 ain't bad. I don't think that's accurate. That's sad. When I have to say 479 ain't bad, you know things are. I think we've got to bad.
Welcome to Washington.
That's right. I mean, it looks like new technology, but it sounds like.
Yesteryear.
That's right. I like they just put this nice digital thing on a old gas pump from 1973. Yeah, this is a character building experience right here. So we're new of faith in God, I tell you what. Look at these old country roads, man. There's no shoulder. There's no turnouts. I'm just pissing off all sorts of people behind me, I'm sure. But it's Sunday, you know? Sunday driver. Who's in a hurry today?
It's the Lord's Day.
It's the Lord's Day. God bless America. It's a beautiful country, though. All right. There we go.
Few moments later.
You're welcome. And you're welcome. You're welcome. There we go. Okay. I think that's the load of them. Right, we had to make a little pit stop because we saw a sign that said bridge 12 feet high, and I'm pretty sure that this thing is going to be over 12 feet high. So now we're going to have to detour around said bridge and hopefully not run out of fuel. We'll be all right. It'll be fine. A little bit of highway action here. Got her up to 50. Oh yeah. She's going. Off we go. All right, here we are in the town of driving right through Monroe. Right through the middle of Monroe. No big deal, right? Be fine. Dear God. It's okay. It's a Sunday. All right, so we've taken a pit stop side of the road here. We're almost at the location. There's like a steep hill, steep.
All right, she's there and she has the gate open.
Steep hill. She's got the gate open. Here we go. I'm gonna check the brakes real quick. The brake fluid. This little brake light keeps coming on, and I pumped the brakes, and I know we got a leaky, something going on over there. So. Hey, there's no fire. Let's see. Let's see how this looks in here. Oh, step in and all. Look at that. All right, here's where it gets tricky.
Just the workshop's right up there. That's where we're going.
Do my tricky driving here. Tricky, tricky. Big old rock right there. Everybody's like, don't get stuck behind that. Don't want to get stuck behind that guy.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, man, those tires.
Take the next right onto Cherry Valley Road. Then destination will be on the right.
Oh boy, rumble strips. Yeah. Ride them rumble strips. Here we go.
Not too tight. Not too far up this hill. It's before the Golden Goose. It's that driveway right there.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know, man.
I think we might have to go in backwards.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think we're going to make that, dude. Maybe we go up and turn around.
Hold on. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you stop it on the hill here? This
I
is
wouldn't
also
wanna
our
back up.
driveway.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and you might be able to, if you go all the way over, I don't know if you can do it or not, but
I think it'd be better to turn around and then head it this
Okay.
way, the other direction.
I'm going to call her and ask her where to turn around. That was her back in the driveway.
Was it?
Yeah. It's okay, like we can block this road too. Screw people.
Be alright. Is there anyone behind us? This one looks a little easier to navigate. It's a straight
Where
in. Here we go.
There's a road also a half a mile up.
Ah, this will work.
He's going to try this one here.
Oh, I don't know. We got the trailer hitch.
You should back up. Just let yourself drop off of this.
Are we okay? Is there but no one behind us, right?
It's Callie behind you. She's got her hazards on.
Keep it neutral. Here we go.
There's a big triangle in the road up here, right? Like it goes three ways. There's enough room to.
Oh, yeah.
We got it. All right, we'll be coming back down nose first in a couple of minutes.
Nose first.
All right, bye bye.
Adrenaline.
A little bit.
Love it. Yeah, I should love it.
Why not?
Feels like adventure. Yeah, right. We'll find a place to turn around up here.
Yeah, the road's gonna do a Y,
Okay.
and it's quite. There's a lot of room
Nice
there.
wideness, huh?
Yeah,
Beautiful
and
thing.
there's not a lot up there.
Gorgeous.
Just a couple of compounds for crazy people.
Cool.
They've seen our kind before. They recognize their own.
Nice.
Just a little road. Come on, Betsy. You're almost there. You're almost home. Oof.
Come on, baby. The main thing I worry about is running out of gas.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's valid. And if you do, we'll deal with that.
I'm not gonna
I don't have
future trip.
so much
No
gas.
future tripping, right?
Right. One trip or die trying. We're almost there. We're almost there.
Oh, that sounds better. Exhaust leak, man.
It's a really nice area up here. I'm very blessed to have been invited.
Yeah.
So right in the middle of this big bare patch is going to be the three-way.
Okay.
Another 400 yards.
Gorgeous.
And higher, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll be able to
Spin it around. I love it. And then we got pump the brakes coming down that fucking hill.
Yeah, and we're just going to hope the whole way. This is an operation built on hope.
Drop this thing in neutral gears. Okay.
That's one. She'll start beeping if it goes wrong.
Okay. Feel safer.
2 more shifts, baby. Just 2. Shift twice.
And okay. Try this thing low.
Yeah, and she'll be able to bang a Yui. Okay. Nice and slow. Last time.
This is awesome.
It is a pretty good day, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
I'm really glad you came. Like, I mean, it worked, so I would have been able to do it apparently, but I feel a lot more, I just feel very grateful.
Yeah, no worries.
Everyone's up here being the same, man. We're all just weirdos living in the woods.
That's right.
I love this place.
Yeah. A little bit of down the hill here.
Just a little bit. So we're gonna try to remember which mailbox is hers. I'll recognize her first driveway easily, and then it'll just be the next one after that. I think.
Here we go. Up the old driveway here. Pointing the right direction, hopefully. Now we just need both of these back.
I think it'll make it.
Hang on, nerds.
There's a ditch to your left here. You're gonna have to watch that.
What I'm worried about is the bottoming out. Do you want to check the back? Make sure it's not.
Sure, you take this.
Or I'll jump out with it. Oh, good. Yeah. Yeah,
We gotta
we'll
let
just
them
keep
back.
an eye on that. There we go. All right, now we're struggling to start the vehicle. Okay, go gas. Hey, this ignition worked too. That's nice. I didn't even have to flip the switch. God bless America. All right, you ready? Yeah, I'm worried about bottoming out. So, give it a little gas. Okay, put it in drive. Over here, over this way. Stop. Oh yeah, I think we might make it. Keep hugging that side. Oh, keep going. There you go. Whoa. Oh, keep going. Go. Go. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. God bless America. Keep going. Ha ha ha! Gregory, you animal. Look at him go. Look at him go. I'm so proud.
Good job.
So proud of Gregory. Look at him go. Yeah, we did scrape, but not too bad. Left a nice little scar on the road. Little reminder of old times in the future. It's pretty sweet. Good job, Greg. Nice.
Thank you for your help.
You're awesome. That was beautiful. There's your stairs there. Kind of a little bit worse for wear, but
It's okay.
It'll
We're
be
gonna
all right.
figure it out.
it'll be fine.
None of this is stuff that I can't ignore or fix.
I'll be honest, Greg, it's sort of an emotional moment walking away from this old hunk of rust
I don't
and
blame you.
stuff. A lot of good memories. Yeah, all right. Bye, old South Wind by Fleetwood. or Fleetwood by Southwind, whichever. Yeah, we don't want to forget that spare either. Later, buddy. Walking away.
Yeah, you can lock it.
Thanks for watching. Off we go.